The scar on her hand and black hair told me everything I needed to know about the corpse. This was Richter. From the position of the body, it seemed as if Richter had plunged a stake into his own heart. Probably to prevent himself from turning into one of those creatures. Richter's last hunt.
You slay one yet?
Richter? Ugh, another good one dead and no time to mourn. Look, if you really want to kill Lord Oberon, I'll help you in any way I can. Starting with this grappling hook to get to the ferryman. But you should know, the ferryman, he's one of Oberon's, and he doesn't take the living across. Maybe you can find a way, but we've got no one left to spare. You're on your own from here. You get to the castle, you kill a few for me. And Richter.
happens from the other side.
Been waiting here for centuries, for days now. Set me free, please. Ah, the spider. It surprised me. I was having dinner when it attacked me and coated me with its web. Haven't been able to move a finger since. Free me, you will be generously rewarded. Yes, I was adventuring, you know, exploring this ancient tomb, and I had to stop to eat. Finally, after all these years, I will drink again. What? Shit! No!
Nice try. face. A dead body. Female. Killed by the spider, it seems. What was she doing here?
Been doing good?
Let's see what we got. And the vampire? You ended it, right? Spider? But the vampire... Shit. Could that have been what it was? See, the thing is, let's say there used to be this woman I was adventuring with. Strictly professional, never tried anything handsy, because I respected her. Anyhow, one time, let's say she gets some info on a vampire sighting. So, we find the hideout, load up in vampire killing gear, and go down there. So it's when we get in there, it's dark, and before our eyes can adjust, something just yanks Serafina into the darkness. Here 1 second, gone the next. I ran. Instinctively. Didn't stop until the entrance was long out of my sight. Always wanted to face whatever was in there, but just couldn't do it. You know, I was kind of hoping the vampire turned her. I never got to say some things to her. And maybe it could have worked. A human man and a hot vampire bird? What do you think? Gotta just admit she's gone. I mean, I knew, but that sliver of hope. Think I need a drink. Ready if you are. As someone who's been poisoned more than a few times, having an alchemist around is convenient. She claims she's a novice, but I've met some convincing quacks, and I'd rather have a self-doubting amateur than a blowhard charlatan any day.
I have favor to ask. It's my goat, Hellebore. got separated from him. Important I get him back. He's an old friend. And my assistant. Black coats are adept in amplifying certain spells. Here, his favorite treat. Look around the swamp. You see him? Feed him that.
Something you need? Merchants don't go out there anymore. Met a hunter that headed there a few months ago. Said villagers were offering a small fortune for some bounty, but he didn't say what. That alchemist stopped by. Alana, was it? Took one look at the ox feed and said I should omit the plant with feathery leaves. Makes the cattle emit more odor, apparently.
Hello again. I feel for Alana. A girl that young on her own. She's already learned some harsh lessons about the world and has only scratched the surface.
You know, on one hand, I'm happy to be out of that dire situation of having to hold in our bean-fueled farts every night so as not to give away our position to the vampires. On the other hand, I've gone from the kitchens of lords to a backwoods hangout for lowlifes and kooks. I imagined this place was going to be on the level of a carnival, or at least a royal orgy. But instead, well, just look around us. I'm a chef. I don't grow food, I transform it. And if anyone wants to eat, I'm going to need ingredients, which you will have to bring me. You procure those, and I'll turn them into meals so good, they'll change your outlook on life. Yes, I'm that good. I had been searching for work since my last boss seemed to have a problem with my flavors. You know what his problem was? Flavors! Anyhow, I heard the Lord of Briar Castle was a man of specific tastes, so I trekked out to Lockmuir to meet him, only to learn he's a vampire. So, having spent my savings to get here, I got to live in an attic, trying not to be food until you showed up, and now I'm here. From chateau kitchens to spooky woods, my life isn't fucked at all. How come I left? Left is assuming it was my choice. Most of the time, those wealthy morons had all the money and not one shred of refinement. I studied with the finest chefs in the world, and all they wanted was roast chicken. I offered them patisserie, and they asked for bread and butter. Cretins, uncouth imbeciles, all of them. Anyhow, I've not had the most luck with my employers. He hits metal with metal. You know what's hard? Making shoe pastry in a forest. I guess someone has to stitch torn pants. Glad it's not me. Well, at least he has a garden. That's something. You want to see real magic? Give me some flour, a few eggs, and some cream. Never tries any of my food. I'm not really interested in women who can't appreciate a good meal. What does he even do? Drink and go bumping around old tombs to fund his whore habit?
Next. Oh, I don't like food. Goes straight to the guts and comes out the other end. Ugh, so disgusting. The girl the cat brought here. I haven't spoken to her much.
Happy to help. Did you know Graham knows some of my country's dishes? I am impressed at his skill. An otherwise odious little man, but a skilled one.